couple of weeks ago, this channel, reached 500,000 subscribers here on YouTube. What? That's just so crazy. I honestly have no words aside from a huge thank you to everyone who has supported my channel and subscribed to it, watched my videos, and helped it to grow. Thank you so much. I just think this is crazy. I honestly never thought that I would ever grow my channel to this size, especially when I was first getting started. And I think every new YouTuber has this experience where they post some videos for a while and nothing really happens. Nobody's really watching them, and you come to the conclusion that nobody wants to watch your videos. And that's what happened to me at first, and I gave up for a while. And then I tried again, and things really took off the second time around. But, just starting with that beginning of not seeing growth initially, which is totally normal, of course, but it does kind of discourage you and makes you believe that you're never really going to become successful. It's a crazy journey. It has been, it will continue to be, because there's no end in sight. You don't get to 500,000 or to 1 million and be like, well, I made it, guess I can stop posting videos, guess I lost the weight I was trying to lose, I can stop dieting or something like that. Like, all these different journeys that we go on, they are exactly that, they're journeys. But anyway, there has been a question that I've been getting ever since my channel started to grow, that I've answered many, many times personally, in my DMs, in my email, but I never have talked about this in a video. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. How much money have I spent on YouTube ads to grow my channel to now 500,000 subscribers? Did I use YouTube ads to grow my channel? I've gotten this question so many times. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today, because you might think you know the answer to this, you might assume the answer to this, but I want to set the record straight and be really clear about exactly how much I have spent, because getting this wrong could really cost you big time. Before we get into that though, real quick, I wanted to do an experiment. So recently I did a few videos about what helps a video to get more views the most, what the algorithm cares about the very most. We did a lot of analysis and stuff like that, but I wanted to try in some random videos asking people to smash the like button and see if that has an impact on the video's success, if that makes the video get more views. It doesn't look like it does from the analytics, but you never know. So if you wouldn't mind helping me out with my experiment, could you click the like button below this video? We'll just get the likes as high as we can, and then we'll see if maybe this video does better than my videos do on average. And of course, one video can't prove that, but I'm gonna do this in a few random videos over the next few months, and we'll just see. So do it right now, click the like button to help me out, and thank you very much. So first of all, let's just talk about the 3 different ways that you can grow a channel here on YouTube. First of all, you can just work with the algorithm and grow your channel organically. Second, you can put in the legwork, promote your channel, and really market your channel on social media. Think Instagram, Facebook, even things like Pinterest or Twitter. Promote your videos and grow your channel more manually. Or third, you can use YouTube ads to get views on your videos and convert a certain percentage of those views that you got from paid ads into subscribers. There's no way that you can directly promote having people subscribe to your channel on YouTube, so you have to do it that way. You have to promote your videos, get views, and then some of those viewers subscribe. Each of these different methods for growing your channel has its pros and its cons. So first of all, you've got just growing your channel with organic means, specifically working with the YouTube algorithm. What's really good about this is it's free and it can be fairly automatic. Like, you don't really have to go out there and do a lot of work yourself trying to promote your channel. The algorithm is this really powerful machine that can grow your channel really organically and naturally and help you to find the right subscribers. Now, the one big con is that it is a very passive strategy, because you aren't directly spending money to grow your channel or are going out there and doing legwork, you are at the mercy of the algorithm. And while generally the algorithm is great and it is such a powerful way to grow your channel, you do just have to wait to be blessed by the algorithm. And then we have the option of doing the legwork, going out there and promoting your channel really heavily on social media. So really trying to market your channel, still using technically organic methods, but using a much more proactive strategy. Now, probably the biggest con with that strategy, and by the way, it's a super popular strategy. It's probably the most popular strategy I see aspiring YouTubers try to use. But the biggest con with it is that it is a lot of work. And even though you're putting in so much work, there are no guaranteed returns. And then another problem with it is that honestly, it just doesn't necessarily work that well. You'll still tend to be at the mercy of an algorithm, not YouTube's algorithm, but Instagram's algorithm and Facebook's algorithm, and even, Pinterest's or Google's. Whatever different platform you are trying to market your YouTube channel on, you're going to struggle with that algorithm and just have to contend with it. And you have this added challenge of you're trying to convert people from one platform to another. That means, first of all, you have to get their attention on Instagram, and then you have to convince them to move from Instagram to YouTube to watch your video, to check out your channel, to subscribe. And Instagram, or whatever other platform you are doing this on, is working really, really hard to keep people there on Instagram and not have them leave the platform. And so you just end up really fighting the algorithm and also fighting people's natural inclination, essentially inertia. They just want to keep doing what they're doing right then, not switch over to YouTube. So while this strategy, actively promoting your channel, can certainly play a part in growing your channel, it's certainly not the strategy that I would recommend, or the strategy that should be the basket you put all of your eggs in, just because it is kind of riddled with several different problems. Okay, and then finally we have paid ads. The con of paid ads is pretty obvious. They cost money. Now, how much money do they cost? How much money would you need to spend to grow your channel to 100,000 or 500,000 or 1 million subscribers? Well, the thing about YouTube ads is that it's not like you can directly buy subscribers or even very directly buy views. You really have to just put up the ad, which could be your video, and then hope that people want to watch it. And the more it appeals to them and they do want to watch it, the cheaper your ads end up being, the cheaper each view ends up being. But the less interested in your video people are, the more expensive the ads are. And so because of that, you really are still playing the algorithm to a certain extent. You still have to make awesome videos that people want to watch, videos that get a good click-through rate, because just like when you are working with the algorithm and you're trying to get a good click-through rate so that the algorithm suggests your video more and your channel grows faster, well, if you are building your channel with paid ads, you have to get a good click-through rate so that your ads end up cheaper so that you can afford to grow your channel. This is it. The climax, the number, how much money I have spent to grow my YouTube channel to 500,000 subscribers, 0. Really. I've never spent a single penny on YouTube ads or any other kind of paid advertising to grow my YouTube channel. I've never bought a single Facebook ad, a single Google ad, or a single YouTube ad to promote my videos or to try to get subscribers. Now, I've certainly used paid ads for other purposes, sometimes to promote a product or something like that, but my YouTube channel has been 100% organic. Now, I know I can say that, but there will be some skeptics, some people who think that I'm trying to hide something and that actually I did spend some money. So let me give you a little bit of proof. So I was trying to think of what I could show for proof, and it's a little bit tricky because it's easier to prove that something is true than prove that something is not true. For example, if I had spent a lot of money on YouTube ads, I could show you those transactions in my bank account or in my Google Ads account, show you the ads that I'd run, but in this case, I don't have that much to show. So I have come up with 3 different things though, so just stick with me and see what you think. So the first one is this, my YouTube analytics. Now, I don't know for sure if I did pay for ads, if it would show up in my YouTube analytics, but I thought we could take a look at my traffic sources and you could see where my views have come from, because I think that if I had spent money on YouTube ads, that it would show up here as a traffic source, paid ads. So we're just gonna take a look here at lifetime all time, and we're gonna see what my traffic sources are. So we've got YouTube search, browse features, suggested videos, external, and we can hover over each of these and it will say exactly what it is. So I'm not gonna read all of this, but if you want to pause the video and read what these things are, then you can go ahead and do so. And this one here says views. This includes all the other things, including views from partner promotions or the dashboard. But partner promotions would be like if YouTube was pushing one of their partners, I believe, which I am a YouTube partner, but I've never been part of one of those types of promotions. We'll get to more on this later, but direct or unknown, mysterious. But basically this is if someone sends someone directly to your video or your channel. We've got notifications, playlist page, which they won't tell you what that is, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Playlists, video cards and annotations, end screens, external apps, unknown embedded player. So this is if like a video is embedded on a website, I think. Google search. So I just noticed something really weird, that in fact YouTube advertising is listed, and for some reason I have 890 views at one point from YouTube advertising. So I clicked on this and I came over here and it shows that I got some views a couple times from a YouTube ad. I'm very puzzled by this because I never have run an ad, so I don't really know what's going on here, and it kind of, I feel like it almost ruins my video, not actually, but I'm pretty sure you can tell here that this is not what grew my channel. These 1,000 or so views that got on this ad I don't know about. But let's go over and look at my Google Ads account and see if we can find this ad. So here we are inside my main Google Ads account, and what we're gonna do is change this date range, it looks like, to all time. And so this is showing all the campaigns I've ever run. There's not very many of them. Right now it could show rows up to 20, but it's just showing 11 rows for different campaigns. And you can just pause the video if you want and look at these different ad campaigns that I've run. But there are multiple ads inside an ad campaign, so we're just going to also take a look at the ads themselves. Same thing, all-time date range, and scrolling down here to the bottom, it's set at 50 possible rows and we're seeing 50 of 52. So I'm just going to like slowly scroll through this so that if anyone wants to pause and see what I'm talking about, they can. I imagine most of you guys aren't actually doubters and you just believe me. And we're gonna be getting into a few more other interesting things in just a minute, talking about how much it would cost to grow your channel with ads, kind of just for funsies, but also there is a point to that. So anyway, those are all of those ads, and then the second page looks something like this. So as you can see, they're mostly ads that I ran for my music studio back in the day. But then I also thought maybe that mysterious ad that somehow drove that traffic to one of my videos was run out of this other account here that is the account that's actually like associated with my YouTube channel. So I went over here and I looked, and basically there doesn't seem to be any ads in this account at all, which is what I recall. So this is, again, all time, no campaigns, and there's just nothing here at all. I've never run any campaigns. So I honestly have no idea where those views came from that are labeled as YouTube ads. And yeah, now I'm wondering if someone else was running ads to my videos or something like that. Okay, so those are the first two pieces of proof that I didn't run ads, but there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Here's the most compelling proof that I definitely didn't grow my channel with YouTube ads. How much would it cost to grow my channel to 500,000 subscribers with YouTube ads? How much do YouTube ads even cost? Well, I haven't run them before, but according to my research, they're currently costing between 10 cents and 30 cents per view or action, like a click. So let's just think for a minute how much it would cost to grow my channel with those ad rates. Well, first, how about the best case scenario? Best case scenario, I'm getting 10-cent views, and 1% of the people who watch my video end up subscribing to my channel. Now, I say that this is the best case scenario because even with organic methods where people have chosen to watch my videos, typically only about 10% of the people who watch my videos decide to subscribe, which is completely all right. But think about how you normally respond to ads. you typically ignore them, right? So I don't think that we could possibly expect more than about 1% of the people who watch ads to actually go forward with subscribing to a channel that has just been forced in front of them. So at 10 cents per view, and with 1 out of every 100 people actually subscribing to the channel, that means that I would need to get 100 views on that ad to get 1 subscriber. 100 views times 10 cents is $10. $10 per subscriber. So pretty easily you can see that in order to accrue 500,000 subscribers, I would need to spend $5 million. Which is something I definitely have not done. And then let's talk about the worst case scenario. So with the worst case scenario, 30 cents per view, and let's say I'm only converting 1 out of every 300 people who watch an ad into a subscriber. In that situation, I would have to spend $45 million. Yeah, I haven't done that. And while I might wish that I had that kind of money to just blow on growing a YouTube channel, I definitely don't. Right now, my team and I are gearing up to launch a brand new YouTube accelerator program, and it's gonna be different than anything else that's out there on the market. It's not going to be some huge, grand, teach you absolutely everything about YouTube mastery and SEO. No, it's going to be really focused on just helping you get your first 100 subscribers as quickly as possible, and then onto 1,000 subscribers so you can get monetized as quickly as possible. And we're also gonna be keeping the price of this program pretty affordable. It's not gonna be like $1,000 because I know when you're first starting out your YouTube channel, most people don't have a whole lot of money to spend on ads or to spend on a $1,000 course. So it's gonna be pretty affordable. It's not ready quite yet. We are currently working on editing the video lessons and preparing all the PDFs and worksheets to go along with it and things like that. So it will be ready in about a month. If you wanna get on the waitlist to find out when the new program launches, which by the way is called Creator Fast Track. You might be the first to know, I don't know. I'm recording this video ahead of time, so I don't know yet if I have publicly announced it before this video goes live. But anyway, it's called Creator Fast Track. There is a link down in the description below to get on the wait list. No commitment there, but if you want to find out when the program is available for enrollment, then be sure to get on the wait list because that is the only way to find out. And also, if you have any questions about the program, I will also leave an email address down below where you can contact my team to ask your questions before the program is released. It might not be the most exciting fact, but the truth is that my growth on YouTube has been 100% organic. I've relied exclusively on the algorithm to grow my channel to 500,000 subscribers. And if I can do it, you can definitely do it too. This algorithm is so powerful and it's so amazing at matching up viewers with videos that they want to watch. And so if you make awesome videos here on YouTube about popular topics, you really can't help but do well. I mean, think about the last time that you found a really underrated creator, someone who was making amazing videos about topics you were interested in, but didn't have very many subscribers. What happened to them shortly after you found them? Almost every time I found someone like that, they've blown up within the next year. I just want to say that to encourage you and motivate you if you are interested in becoming a YouTuber yourself. It is 100% possible, and there is no reason why you need to feel like it is a gamble to become successful on YouTube or like you need to have a lot of resources or a lot to invest in your channel, because I definitely did not. So before we wrap this up, I just wanted to let you know that I'm currently I'm in the process of planning next month's videos, and I'm planning to do a few different videos about how to grow on YouTube. So I would love to know what questions you have about that topic. Do you have a YouTube channel yourself? What different maybe challenges are you facing with it? Are there any maybe tech problems I could help you out with? Or any questions about that main topic, how to grow on YouTube? Ask me down in the comments below so that I can make sure to make a video covering that next month. I would love all of your ideas so that I can make the most helpful videos for you. That's all for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back here again next week. I used to do this thing where I'd like pretend to type at the beginning of my videos, pretend to be working, and then I'd just spin around and be like, hello and welcome to the video. 890 views from ad playbacks that qualify as a view. I have no idea how. Win. What? Somehow 1,000 views of an ad. This ruins my video. Not really.